So today we are going to discuss problem B, reverse binary strings from the educational code forces around 97. So what is given in this problem statement? Here we are given a string S which contains the even length of size n, and it can contain zeros and ones. Okay, and again their occurrences are, let's say if the string length is 8, so n by 2 number of zeros, that is the 4 zeros, and remaining 4s are 1, so it has to be in a equal proportion distribution. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to form the alternative character sequence, like the string can be like 0 1 0 1 0 1, or it can be like 1 0 1 0 1 0. So we have to form it in this way. Basically the thing is si, so s of I should not be equal to the s of I plus 1 for all I. Okay, and we have to calculate the we have to find out the minimum number of operations required to make this string alternating. Okay, so here are some of the test cases they have mentioned. So the first test case contains the size is 2 and it contains the elements 1 0. So here we can say like the string is already in a alternating form, so we don't have to perform any operation, so that's why the output is 0. Similarly, there is a size of the string is 4, and here we can see like this first 0 1 it is alternating, but for this next one it is matching with this previous one, so we have to swap these ending elements like 1 0 to 0 1, so it would be like 0 1 0 1. So basically we have to perform one operation to swap those. Okay, same is the case with this string which contains the length 8. Here you can see total number of swaps are required as 2. Basically you can see the description, like initially you have this string in this form, and you will shift this 1101 to the end. Okay, so the first part will be 1010 and next is 1100, and again to make this 1010 you have to swap this intermediate elements. Okay, so that way you will get the finally string 101010 and 10. Okay, so to solve this problem, one obvious observation we can make out here, we can solve if we consider the two stacks. Okay, and the first stack will be holding the alternating elements, and let's say if we for each of the character of the string, first we will check first stack. If it is empty, we will directly add that element whether it is 0 or 1, irrespective of its value. Next, for the next character we will check whatever the peak value from the stack 1 is not matching with the current character value. If it is the case, we can directly push into the stack 1, but let's say if it is a matching, then what we can do, we can put it into the stack 2 again. Before putting it into the stack 2, we can check if the stack 2 is not empty and it contains the opposite element, alternating element. So what we can do, we can pick it up from the stack 2 and add it back to the stack 1, and whatever the current element is there, so on top of that we can add it. Okay, so that is the idea. But let's say if the stack 1 contains the same element which is matching with the current element, same is the case with the stack 2. Stack 2 is also having the peak element which is matching with the current element of the string, so in that case we will just add it into the stack 2 and increment the counter by 1. So let's look at the code part now. So this is the class I have created, reverse binary string. Here I am accepting the number of test cases, then the n value and the string value. Okay, so as I explained, here I have created two stacks and one counter variable to keep the minimum count track. Here I am doing a for each loop. First I check if my stack 1 is empty or the current element of my string is not matching with the stack's 1's peak element. If it is the case, I can simply add it into my stack 1. But if it is matching with the stack 1, then second thing what I do, I check if my stack 2 is not empty and the current element of the string is not matching with the stack2's peak value. If it is the case, then I pop the stack2 element, that peak element, add it into the stack1, and finally again I added back that current element into the stack1. So if it is like, it would be like 1 0 1 or 0 1 0 in that form. Okay, so these two lines are commented, so you can just ignore this. The commented lines are hiding behind the window, so for simplicity I can remove those lines. Okay, next, let's say if the stack1's peak element is matching with the current element, same is the case with the stack2's peak element is matching with the current element. So we will just add that element into the stack2 and increment the counter by 1. Okay, so this way it will traverse the whole string. Again, these two lines are commented for the debugging purpose, and finally we will just display the count. Okay, so it would be the minimum count. So the solution is fully accepted on the Codeforces, so you can refer this. Thank you.